Welcome. Today I am going to discuss about a very interesting topic in Java, that is Applet. Before that we will understand what are the user interfaces that we can develop while building a project or any application. Generally that are CUI, that is command line user interface. Second one is GUI, that is graphical user interface. Now, what is the big difference in these two types of interfaces? CUI interface is a command line interface which is like a command prompt which appears in the black and white screen color and which does not allow us to use the mouse at that screen. No colorful images or nothing. For everything, we need to type a command on the command prompt and we have to hit the enter button. Opposite to that, we have a GUI interface where we can see the colors, buttons. We can design such type of input controls like reading input from the user in the text box, giving choices to the user, giving the push button for an interactive application, providing choices by checkbox and radio button option, etc. Having a colors and different fonts and styles and images, etc. So obviously GUI interface sounds good one for developing a project. Just think of example like book my show. If it has just been a message to message booking of the movie tickets, how it would have been looked like. We would not be able to see which seats are occupied and where the B12 13 seats come over in the screen, like that. But in case of GUI, that is the current Book My Show app, shows us the seating positions and the row number and the seat numbers and which are occupied seats, which are available seats. So that is a example of GUI interface, which is attractive one, which is easy to use by the user and convenient also. So these are the two types of interfaces that we can design for the project. Now, that of course makes a big difference selecting a GUI interface instead of a command line interface. Now, using Java program, we can develop two types of program, applications and Java applets. Now, application means the Java core concepts that we have implemented, like control statements like decision making or looping statements, classes, object, inheritance, multi-threading, etc. All the concepts, but we execute the program on the command prompt, of course, which gives us the CUI, that is command line user interface. So that programs are known as a application program which are developed using Java language. These application programs are basically designed for the standalone desktop application. Means the program which is written on the machine is designed for creating on the same machine and for executing on the same machine, that is local application. So application programs are suitable for designing such kind of desktop application. In application, we have seen that Java programs have given us the CUI, that is command line user interface. Application programs are executed using command prompt. And we know that in the Java application program, we have main method, that is public static void main method, which starts the execution of our program or code. Main is the first method in the Java code that runs when we execute the program. Application programs are the program which are having an independent code. means any other that does not require any other code for it. It is a pure Java code. Second, moving on, we will see what are the characteristics of applet. Applet are the program which are basically designed for the internet programming. Of course, we can implement all the Java core concept like control statement, class, object, inheritance, multi-threading, interface, package, etc. But that can be implemented with the GUI, that is graphical user interface. These applet programs are basically designed for internet programming, means the program written on one machine can be executed over the internet from any location that can be accessed via browser on the internet. This applet kind of Java program gives us the graphical user interface. These applets are executed using applet viewer tool which is available under JDK, like Java C which is Java compiler, like Java which is Java interpreter. Same way in the JDK Java development toolkit we have a applet viewer tool for executing the Java applet code, or we can execute the applet program using browser also. This applet program does not have main method which will start the code. Instead of that, the applet programs are having life cycle methods which are called automatically. There is no need to call method with any object or anything. Applet codes are the dependent code because that require the HTML code to run it. Applet Java program does not come only with the Java language. For the applet program to run, we need HTML tags also. Now, for designing an applet, we have to decide the life cycle of the applet. And that applet life cycle is also known as a applet skeleton. Of course, the every developer or programmer may write different types of applet for satisfying the requirement of different users. Suppose I want to design an applet for the Book My Show application. Suppose I want to design an applet or internet program for website. So my applet will differ. So when we create the applet, it is in the newborn state. At that time, the init method is called. When the newborn applet state is there, we can have all the initial settings in the init method that we want to set up. Once the applet is in newborn state, we can call the start method to load the applet. Once the applet is loaded and it is running, the paint method will execute. So it means whatever output we want to display on an applet window, that code we have to write in the paint method. Init method will be executed only once, and this paint method will be executed multiple times whenever we run an applet. The running applet can be stopped forcefully by calling stop method, so that running applet will be in the idle or block state till the time we call the start method. The blocked or idle applet will run again when we will call the start method. If we want to delete an applet from the memory permanently, then we have to call the destroy method. Then applet will be destroyed. So this is the applet life cycle, where the stages or phases of the applet life cycle are newborn, running, idle, or dead, or destroyed. And for that, there are total 5 life cycle methods of an applet: init, start, paint, stop, and destroy. This applet needs to support. For running an applet, we need to import two packages. First one is java.awt, that is abstract window toolkit, and second one is java.applet package. Now this AWT package or this applet package is having n number of classes. Out of that, we need the important class, that is applet. The A of applet package is small and the applet class first letter A is capital. So all the life cycle methods of applet like init, start, paint, stop, destroy are the methods of applet class which is available under this applet package. Second package is AWT, that is abstract window toolkit. As I said, we need different controls like button, checkbox, list, text box, radio button, scrolling list, push button, etc., colors, font, graphics. So for designing that GUI controls, there are respective classes for everything, and that classes are available under AWT package. And we need the important class at this stage from this AWT package, that is graphics, where G is capital. Now we will see the basic program structure for designing an applet. As I said, for designing an applet, we need to import two packages, that is java.awt and java.applet, where the A of applet package is small. We have to write a class with the public access specifier because, as I said, applets are designed for internet programming, so it should be accessible. So give public class name, and we have to write extends applet. Here this applet is a class where A is capital. Now why we are extending this applet class? Because all the life cycle methods of applet like init, start, paint, stop and destroy are the methods of this applet class. Now for designing an applet, we have to override that methods. That's why we are making this applet class as a base class for our applet. That's why we are writing extends applet. Opening curly bracket. All the methods are optional except parent method. So if you want to write a code for initial settings, like if you want to set the background color, if you want to keep your file open before applet is started, if you want font setting to be changed before applet is loaded, so all that initial task code is written in the public void init method. That method will be called only once. Whatever output we want to show on an applet window, that we have to write under public void paint method, which is having the object of graphics class as a parameter, and that code we will write under the paint method. Closing bracket of the class. Here no method is required in the applet program. As we have seen that applet is a dependent code because it requires HTML tag to run it. The program structure is, after your pure Java code, in the comment section you have to write the applet tag. Applet tag comes with the three compulsory attribute: code, width and height. In front of code, write the name of your Java class file which is written above of the applet code. Give the same class name with .java extension in double quotes, give the width in the pixel point, give the height of the applet window, and give the end of the applet tag and comment close. So this is the basic program structure for designing an applet. How to execute an applet? Of course, the applet code is a Java code, so we have to compile that code first. So compiling an applet file, we have to go to the command prompt and up to the bin folder like regular program. We have to give the command for compiling like javac class name.java. If there are no errors, we have to run the file. As there is no method in this applet file, we cannot write Java file name to run the file. We have to run this applet by using applet viewer tool. So applet viewer, and we have to give the name of class name.java or file name with .java extension. So in this session, we have seen the basic fundamental concepts of the two types of Java program that we can design, that is application and applet. The big difference between application and applet that we have seen: applet lifecycle having 5 lifecycle methods, and how we should write the program by importing the two important packages, and at the end in comment we have to write the applet tag. And for executing an applet, we have to compile the file and we have to run the applet code by writing applet viewer file name.java. So see you in the next session. Thank you.